Guys, Miss Caro here with another virtual art lesson for you guys. I hope that you guys had the best time at our drive-by Cinco de Mayo party. I know I did. I love seeing your faces and seeing you guys from afar. So we're going to continue on with our lessons on Cinco de Mayo. Even though the holiday has passed, we're going to continue with our theme for the week. Okay, today is Thursday. That means it is Craft Thursday. So we're going to go ahead and make our very own donkey pinatas. Alright, so go ahead and watch our next video. It's gonna show us how to make a pinata, and then I will go with you guys step by step on how to create our own. Okay, and I almost forgot, before we get started, let's get some stretching in to get those creative juices flowing. Alright, so go ahead and stretch to your left, stretch to your right, stretch up, down, up, down, one more big one, up and down. Give yourself a big hug, squeeze, take a deep breath in and relax. Way to go, guys. So stay tuned, watch that video, and then we'll meet right back here.
Hola crafters! The project for today is related to Cinco de Mayo. Using cereal boxes, we will make a beautiful donkey piñata. Hope you like this project and let's DIY.
You need these supplies: a cereal box, pencil, ruler, scissors, glue, tape, and tissue paper. Make 2 donkeys in the cereal box. You can use the free printables from craftinggeek.me. Then, draw 2 strips of 5 centimeters by the length of the box. Cut everything. And put the strip in the middle of the 2 donkeys. Paste it with masking tape to the outline of the 2 donkey shapes. The tip here is to paste one of the sides, then the other. Another useful tip is to paste from the inside. Then go back to paste the other side. As you paste, this will become much easier, and the donkey will start taking shape. Now make a hole in the back of the donkey to place candies inside. And if you want to hang it, then make a hole near the ears with a punch or a cutter. If you want your piñata to be more resistant, add a layer of newspaper with glue and water. For the decoration, make long strips of tissue paper with vertical cuts. And dress the donkey with many colors. I suggest pasting strip by strip, it's easier. And the piñata is finished. You can put candy inside, hang it, and have fun. También recuerda visitar el sitio web www.craftinggeek.me.
Welcome back, guys. I hope you enjoyed that video. Now it's time for us to make our own piñatas. Before we get started, I'm going to give you a list of materials that you're going to need to create your own piñata at home. Okay, so first you're going to need an empty box of cereal. Okay, this is what you're going to cut out for the base of your piñata. You're going to need some tape. Okay, preferably something like this, a little bit thicker so that it holds it together. You're going to need a template of the donkey. So I've sent this and attached it in an email sent to your caretakers so you guys can print it out. Okay, you're going to need a Sharpie or a pencil, whichever you prefer, to trace your donkey onto your cardboard. You're going to need some glue. It's going to be this kind of glue. The only thing is you're going to have to make a mixture out of it. So I've added some of that glue into this cup with some water so that it's easier to apply. and you're gonna need some white paper. Okay, so the reason you're gonna use the white paper is to reinforce the cardboard on our cereal box. Okay, you're also going to need some tissue paper. I have a variety of colors, whatever you have at home works. All right, and you're going to need some googly eyes. If you don't have these, you can draw them on paper and just glue them on. Whatever you have works. And of course, a pair of scissors to go ahead and cut all that out. So I'm gonna give you the next minute to gather your materials, and then we'll meet right back here to get our piñata started. Guys, welcome back. I hope you were able to get your materials easily. I'm gonna go ahead and get started on our first step. So our first step is to grab our donkey template and cut it out. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and grab my scissors and cut the donkey out. Okay. And I'm gonna cut all the way around. Okay, so this is gonna serve as the outline for our donkey piñata. Once we cut this out, I'm going to show you guys how to trace it onto the cereal box so that we can make a more sturdy piñata. Okay, so I'm going to cut this out, cut out the ear. And there you have it. Here is the outline of my donkey. Okay, I'm gonna put this to the side for a minute, and now I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting out my box. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and start on the corners, just because it's gonna be easier for us to trace our template onto a large surface area. Okay. So I'm going to go into the corners of the box. I've cut one. I'm going to cut on the other side. And then of course the bottom. So that we have a totally free open space. Okay, it might get a little bit hard. The cardboard is pretty sturdy. So if you have a bigger pair of scissors, that would be great. I only have this one right here with me at the moment. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and use this one. I've cut both sides, and now I'm going to cut the bottom. And then I'll show you what I'm talking about for the free surface area. Okay, I'm going to cut it, almost done. Okay, so here is the large part of the box. Flat surface, I'm going to go ahead and grab my outline. I'm going to place it on to my cardboard box so that it fits. Okay, just like this. Okay, and I'm going to grab my Sharpie and I'm going to trace it. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys here. I'm going to go ahead, go around, just so that I get an idea of what the donkey should look like. Okay, I'm gonna go around. Okay, I'm gonna place it down flat for a minute just so it's easier for me to trace, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, Alrighty, so I've traced it onto my cardboard and now I'm gonna cut it out. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and start cutting this. Okay, and I'm gonna repeat this process for the other side. Remember, the piñata has two sides, so we're gonna go ahead and repeat this step. I'm gonna give you guys about a minute or two to go ahead and do this on your own, and it's okay if you don't finish. Remember, at the end of our demos, I always give you guys some extra time to complete whatever you haven't completed, so don't feel rushed. I'm just showing you guys step by step how to do it. You can do it along with me, and if you don't finish within the time allotted, you always have some extra time at the end to finish it up. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut the donkey out, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Okay, and perfect. Okay, so I've cut my donkey out of my cardboard. I'm gonna go ahead and repeat that process. Remember, again, we're gonna cut out the big surface area, trace the donkey, and cut it out. All right, so I'm gonna give you about a minute or two to do that, and then we'll meet right back here. Alright guys, now that we have our donkey cut out, we're gonna go ahead and put them together, okay? Just like this. Alright, the extra pieces that you guys have from your cereal box are gonna serve as the bridge between the two pieces. Okay, so we're gonna grab our roll of tape and we're gonna tape it together, okay? So I'm gonna show you now how to do that. I'm gonna go ahead and find where the tape starts. Okay, and I'm gonna cut out a piece, just like this. Okay, then I'm gonna grab my donkey, okay, and my extra piece. Alright, so you're gonna have to start, I'm gonna start here, more or less at the top. Alright, and I'm gonna fold my tape over. Alright, and remember, you have to mold your cardboard to the donkey. So if I start up here, I'm going to start taping it down right here, and then as I go down, I'm going to start moving my cardboard so that it fills in the gap. Alright, so I'm molding it with the tape. See how it filled in the gap? So I'm gonna go around the whole donkey and complete it, and then do the same thing on the other side. All right, this might take a little bit of time, so I'm gonna give you guys about 2 minutes to go ahead and wrap your donkey with tape. All right, so I'll see you guys soon. Guys, I am back. My donkey is completely covered with tape. Alright, so this cardboard is pretty strong actually. It's a lot sturdier than other cereal boxes I've used. So I'm not going to cover it in the white paper as I planned to do earlier. But if you find that yours is a little bit flimsy, go ahead and take the next few minutes to use your glue mixture to add white paper to it, just like we do in class with the paper mache. So you're going to go ahead and put your glue mixture and then cover your whole donkey. Okay, like I said, with mine it's not necessary, so I'm not going to go and do that. I'm just going to continue with wrapping it. Okay, so our next step is to grab colorful tissue paper. So I'm going to go ahead and use some red. I'm going to use some orange, some yellow, some aqua. Pull out some aqua. And some purple. I'm going to use purple. Okay, so when we're creating our donkey, we're going to cut out some strips of the tissue paper. I'll show you now. Okay, since the donkey is pretty small, I'm going to make them about maybe ½ inch thick. And then I'll show you where to go from there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, cut out some strips. Okay, you have to leave it folded because we're going to cut, it's going to be like fringe. So make sure that you fold your tissue paper before cutting it. Okay, so I'm going to show you now. It's folded here, so I'm going to cut my strip over here. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and cut my strip. I'll go all the way, and I'll show you guys once I cut out my strip. Okay, I actually cut it like 1 inch thick just because I'm going to cut the fringe out of it and then I'm going to overlap the other ones. Alright, so here's my strip. Now I'm going to go ahead and grab my scissors and cut. Do not cut all the way up, otherwise you're going to cut straight through and then you're not going to be able to use it. Okay, so cut about 3/4 of the way up. And you can do them fairly close to each other so you get a nice fringe effect. Alright, so I'm going to do that. Cut. You go all the way down your strip. Keep cutting, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. It's going to give you a nice texture on your piñata. Alrighty, so here you can see fringe. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and take out a strip, and I'm gonna go ahead and use this as the first layer on my donkey. Alright, so you're gonna go ahead and measure it here. Alright, you can wrap all the way around or you can do it in sections. I'm going to do it in sections just because I like having a little bit of precision when I add my strips. Alright, so my first strip is going to go here. I'm going to add some glue to my box. Alright, for the first layer, since it's going to go directly on the cardboard, I'm going to go ahead and use this glue. I would actually recommend using a glue gun. I don't have mine plugged in right now, so I'm going to be using this glue. And if you are using the glue gun, make sure again that someone is helping you out. You don't want to burn yourself. But this glue works just as well. So I'm going to go ahead, here's my glue, and I'm going to glue on my fringe. Alright. So there's the first layer of my piñata. I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing with a different color so that you can see how the layering process works, and then I'll give you guys a few minutes of independent work so you can go ahead and cut some layers of your own. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and grab one sheet of the yellow, and I'm going to fold it. Again, make sure that it is folded so that you get the right shape for your donkey. Okay, if you don't fold it, it's just gonna fall apart. So make sure that you are folding it. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and cut again like an inch strip, and then cut the fringe about 3/4 of the way up. Okay, about an inch, cutting the fringe about 3/4 of the way up, and then I'm gonna go ahead and layer this one on top of the purple. Okay, and we're gonna repeat this process several times until our donkey is completely covered. So I'm gonna show you how to layer it on. Okay. Cut another strip here. All right, so this particular strip is gonna go right on top of this one. Okay, and again, I'm gonna put it up here, and then I'm gonna measure it for precision. So I'm gonna cut it just right here. Okay. Cut it, and then I'm gonna glue it directly on to the purple. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and put some more glue on my box, and then put my yellow right on. Okay, some glue. I'm gonna actually put glue on the box and on some of the tissue paper just to make sure it's nice and secure. So I'm gonna grab my yellow fringe, line it up, and place it right on top. Okay, so right now, this is what it should look like. You have your 2 layers, and you're gonna continue this method until you fill your donkey. Okay, remember, do both sides and in between. So this part in between, you don't necessarily have to do the fringe. I'm gonna do it just because I like the way it looks, and your fringe is gonna come down, not to the sides. Or you can just grab a strip of tissue paper and cover it. Your choice, completely up to you. Okay, so I'm gonna give you guys a few minutes to go ahead and do that, and then I'll come right back to add our finishing touches to our donkey. Guys, welcome back. I am finished with my donkey pinata. The only thing I need to add on is my googly eye. So I'm going to show you guys how my finished product looks. It took me quite some time to add the tissue paper around it. So make sure you take the next 10 minutes after our video to complete your donkey. So here it is. Here is my donkey pinata. Last step I'm going to do is to add on my eye. So I'm going to grab some glue. Put it on, and then glue it right on the eye. Alright, and I'm going to show you guys my final product. Here is my donkey pinata. I hope you guys enjoyed this lesson and that you are able to complete this pinata on your own so that we continue celebrating Cinco de Mayo. See you next time.